Welcome back to JT on the Go. Today we are in Manhattan, about to tour the Empire State Building in New York City. Take a look at the bottom right corner of the screen. Remember this guy? During our visit, we are going to see if this is better than the One World Trade Center Observatory. There are two floors of the building where you can see the floor, from the 86th floor and the 102nd floor. There are two types of tickets that you can buy. The first one is the main deck. It will give you access to the 86th floor observatory. It's $44 for every adult, $38 for every child, and $42 for every senior. The second type of ticket is the top deck. It will not only give you access to the 86th floor, but also the 102nd floor. It's $79 for every adult, $73 for every child, and $77 for every senior. You can also save 40% on your purchase if you use a City Pass. That is an American company that produces and sells discounted ticket packages to top tourist attractions in various North American metropolitan areas. Before we head up to the observatory, we will be able to walk through an exhibit that talks about the history of the Empire State Building. The movie that made the Empire State Building famous was the 1933 version of King Kong. We will dive into that a little later. New York City is the most photographed city in the world, and the Empire State Building is a part of it. I really like these animations that tell you how to go through security. We also have to scan our tickets. The Empire State Building has a total of 96,936 LEDs on the top portion of the building. There are a total of 6,514 windows. The entire skyscraper weighs 730 million pounds, or 331 million kilograms. It took a total of 410 days to build. That's over a year. When the Empire State Building was completed in 1931, it became a symbol of engineering and technological achievement. It immediately became a world wonder and was once the tallest building in Manhattan. Today, the One World Trade Center beats that height by 526 feet. Like any engineering project, from rockets to bridges, engineers had to make sketches of the building and all of the parts before constructing. These are some of those sketches. This is a map that shows the different corridors of the museum before we head to the 86th floor. Spoiler alert, we got the top deck tickets, so we will head up to the 102nd floor after visiting the 86th floor. In the 1920s, the building that stood in the Empire State Building's current location is the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Here's a time-lapse of the building's construction. The months show you how fast it was built. Some skyscrapers take years to build. Developer John J. Reskop used innovative assembly line technology to complete the building in just 13 months. There were over 3,400 tradesmen on site on peak days. Here is the first piece of the building in July of 1930. This exhibit shows exactly how workers were constructing the building. By October of 1930, the building was over halfway done. In May of 1931, the governor of New York and future President Franklin Delano Roosevelt attended the building's opening ceremony. The sitting president Herbert Hoover lit the building all the way from Washington, D.C. Here is the building after its completion. Today, about 4 million tourists a year visit the Empire State Building. It is among the world's most famous buildings and a modern marvel. The most important thing in this building are the elevators. Otis Technology supplied the building's original elevators. They were the fastest and most advanced of their day. Fast forward 80 years and Otis modernized the elevators with state-of-the-art energy-efficient elevators. Because of this, passengers were able to get where they needed to go with fewer stops. And to get to this observatory, the quickest way up there is the elevator. Without these elevators, we would have to take the stairs all the way up, and that would be tiring and would take longer to get up and back down. The Empire State Building is an exciting campus for world-class businesses. It is complete with a conference center, conference facilities, restaurant retail, and a spectacular view of Manhattan and the surrounding areas. The skyscraper appeared in movies, digital media, television, comic books, advertisements, as well as people's lives. This is a small portion that showed movie scenes with the Empire State Building in them. But one of those famous movies was King Kong. The first King Kong movie came out in 1933. The remake of the movie came out in 2005. There was a remake in 1976, but Kong was on top of the World Trade Center that got destroyed in 9/11. In the 1933 film, he climbed the Empire State Building as normal. In the 2005 movie, he climbed to the top to avoid the army men trying to kill him. When he got to the top in both movies, a squadron of planes officially mowed him down. I remember watching both movies. Here is a model of the 1933 movie. I think the 1933 movie was funnier than the 2005 remake because of how they made Kong's facial expressions. Royalty, politicians, stars of Hollywood, sports, music, and fashion all love the Empire State Building, just as everyone from all over the world does. Like you see in this hall of pictures. Now it's time to head up to the 86th floor.
Welcome to the world's most famous building, and you get to see it built. Keep your arms and legs inside and keep your eyes open. See those hot rivets flying through the air? Nice catch, Lou! Get those planks out of the way, huh?
This is what you'll see on the elevator ride up. It gives you an idea of what it was like during construction.
Hey, watch it! We're coming up here! Hey, I don't speak to Hey, Bucky, you gonna ride that thing all day? Do something useful, will you? Got it, boss. All right, we're coming up to the 80th floor. You're headed to the top of the Empire State Building right here in the heart of New York City.
Alright, we're here. We're actually on the 80th floor, the third floor where you can see the view from the Empire State Building. Here's what you would find on the western part of the building. You'll find the Hudson River with the Madison Square Garden and the Moynihan Train Hall. These look pretty cool. From the south, you can find Lower Manhattan with the One World Trade Center Observatory. Stephen Wiltshire is an internationally renowned artist that completes his drawings from memory. He is one of the celebrities that the Empire State Building attracts. Here we have a compass that points to some of the other sites in New York City. A few floors up is the 86th floor. The 86th floor is an observatory deck outside. If you had the main deck tickets, this is the farthest you can go. From the northeast is the Chrysler Building. Grand Central Terminal is somewhere in this direction. To the east is Queens, New York. Down to the southeast is Brooklyn. From the north, you will have a closer view of New York Central Park. There are signs that tell you the direction you're facing. The Hudson River marks the border between New Jersey and New York. Now it's time to head to the 102nd floor.
Most people like this just pay to come up this far. This is scary.
It says right there, these first pass and requirement right there.
This observatory is smaller than the one on the 86th floor. You can see Central Park better from here. It's time to head down. Honestly, I think the One World Trade Center Observatory is better because you needed a ticket to access both observatories for the Empire State Building. For the One World Trade Center Observatory, any ticket will get you to the same observatory. And the One World Trade Center is the tallest building in the United States. We had to make connections to the other elevator to get back down. We did find some cups and other items with the Empire State Building on them. If you look closely, they put King Kong on some of them.
Liz, do you have any?
Time to head down.
She's down on Park Road.
Okay.
I don't
As you look up at the elevator ceiling, the video screen takes you back through time into the present day.
Dankeschön.
Shit.
Merci. 감사합니다. Thank you.
When you come out the elevator, you'll find Empire State Building and New York themed items for sale. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and follow my Instagram account for more JT on the Go content. This is JT on the Go signing off.